Hello there, my name is Richard, the first time you see my channel, usually review cartoon series, anime series, so stop and copy random. I tell you we're going to talk about Godzilla Singular Point, a new Netflix anime series, and yes, this is way better than the trilogy Godzilla we had before. In fact, this series, I like to say, is probably one of the best ones. I mean, be fair, there's not a lot of animated shows of Godzilla that are actually good, except for the 90s one, the American-based one, the first time they tried it, the movie completely sucks. But the animated series was really good. Yeah, that one. That's the only one was good, and this one. But be fair, it's sort of divides of two types of Godzilla fans. One, if you prefer your Godzilla to be a hero, watch the 90s version. But you like your Godzilla to be the bad guy, the one who destroys everyone, watch this animated version. And this is basically it is, but I love it. This one is sort of a tad different than regular Godzilla animated series because it goes a completely kind of realistic approach with how everything disaster starts. Everything's trying to figure out how it starts, how it does this, why it does this. You try to ask a lot of questions because it's a type of show that attempt to grab your attention. In fact, the first episode asks you they hear a sort of sound, sort of building, sort of music, and nobody knows why this music starts. And that music connected to this radio station who sort of accidentally activated, but they don't know why. And they have this other question coming up. Okay, why this music activate the frequency of the audio building, and also kind of help to activate to call about Rodan, the first kaiju, to arise. And everything have sort of connection why they keep doing this, why the connection of this music on this radio station who has a skeleton of a Godzilla down the basement and doesn't have answers at first because it's trying to lure you in. But on top of all this series doesn't have technically a main character. He also has another thing that you don't see Godzilla out in the open. I mean, it takes a long while to see Godzilla because Godzilla is basically the main event. So you have to wait other kaiju before it to get to the Godzilla part. But before that, you could see the whole different team members trying to figure out, okay, what's going on? We have to stop Rodan. We have to stop this kind of weird kind of dust is red, and they're trying to explain everything was predicted with someone else, started something that's sort of like a project and found red dust. It's all connected to Godzilla. Beloved, they really went deep in science fiction. In fact, every single trope you understand about Godzilla, I think, like the occultist, the aliens out of space, different dimensions, or just Jack Jaguar. I mean, you have deep lore of so many things they talk about, especially sort of the scientific discovery of different dimensions and whatever scientific jibber jabber you can think about, because this goes deep balls. I mean, the point is sort of give you a headache. I mean, I was sort of dizzy watching some episodes because they explained so much deep lore and so scientific things, how these creatures, this kaiju, move in our world, and sort of just kind of confuse you a few seconds. But once more, they don't focus on that plenty, but part of it also is action because you have this other team who has Jack Jaguar, this small little company who fix little things here and there. I wouldn't name characters because the series really don't focus on character development or what the characters are doing. The only thing you know is there is a man who owns this company, this small one, who has Jack Jaguar, and keep fixing it up. Every time they go to battle, they keep fixing a little here and there because Jack Jaguar keep taking the kaiju after kaiju, but at the same time, Jack Jaguar is not really fully developed. It's sort of like a kind of running gag. Every time he fights, they have to keep fixing it, improving and making a total badass Jack Jaguar. That's the only character you see always fighting in this small little team. You have other team members that they are trying to understand, okay, this is my profession. I'm a person who believes different universes, different dimensions, or the fourth dimension. Or you know how it goes. You have another one also focusing on the scientist who studied Godzilla, where he actually come from, who found it, how you calculate to get the answers. You see every little kind of scientific point of view, whatever their especially off. And yeah, I think that's the point of it, to make it more realistic. And it does. It really feel interesting. But to be fair, all the other Godzilla films do the same thing. But I think the only difference is one of those that feel more down to earth, in other words, because they have so many episodes, they have a lot of time to build, to explain, and you have little moments to understand what these creatures are and where they come from. What's more, it's a Godzilla film. That's how he rolls. You know what? I did enjoy it, even though sometimes I feel a little bit dizzy because they explain way too much. To the point, like, I had to stop to breathe a few seconds to kind of get all the data they give you right in front of you, just trying to understand what they're trying to say. That's the only problem in the series. They overdoes it. But besides that, I feel that's the only complaint I actually have. Everything else was great. Great comedy, great action. It didn't have any character development, but it's one of those series that sort of, you go to this series, you only go for the scientifics, aliens, and battles of kaiju. They actually give you all that, but of course, it takes its time to get there. There could be a problem for you if you don't like that. Watch 1, 2 episodes. If you're not, you totally into it, go watch it. I totally recommend it. But other than that, did you like it? Comment down below, or you didn't, comment down below also. I got really nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.